Direct News TV. August 27, 2023. Florida shooting, here's what we know so far. A white man armed with an assault-style rifle and a handgun killed 3 black people at a store in Jacksonville, Florida, before shooting himself, in what local law enforcement officials in the U.S. state described as a racially motivated crime. According to the sheriff's office in Jacksonville, the man, who was in his 20s but has not yet been named, was wearing body armor when he entered the Dollar General outlet on Saturday and targeted 3 black customers. What happened and when? The assailant entered the store wearing a tactical vest, armed with an AR-style rifle and a handgun. He shot dead 3 black people, 2 men and a woman, before taking his own life after a standoff with police, authorities said. He targeted a certain group of people, and that's black people. That's what he said he wanted to kill. And that's very clear, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters told a news conference. The shooter had driven to Jacksonville from neighboring Clay County, where he lived with his parents, the sheriff said. The FBI will investigate the shooting as a hate crime, said Sherry Onks, the Bureau's special agent for Jacksonville. This is a dark day in Jacksonville's history. There is no place for hate in this community, the sheriff said. I am sickened by this cowardly shooter's personal ideology. Where did the shooting take place? The shooting took place at a Dollar General discount store in the northeastern city of Jacksonville, in Florida. The store is located near Edward Waters University, a historically black college in the southern U.S. state. The university said in a statement that the shooter had been on campus earlier that day, though no one was harmed. An on-campus Edward Waters University security officer engaged an unidentified male in the vicinity of the Centennial Library on campus, it said. The individual refused to identify themselves and was asked to leave. The university added that the individual, later identified as the shooter, left without incident. Sheriff Waters said the man was spotted putting on his vest and mask before leaving. He said it is unknown if he had originally planned to attack the school. I can't tell you what his mindset was while he was there, but he did go there, the sheriff said. Who is the suspect? The shooter has not been identified so far, but police officials have described him as a masked white man in his 20s driven by racial hatred. Police officials said the gunman acted alone and, there is absolutely no evidence the shooter is part of any larger group. Manifestos discovered by the gunman's family shortly before the attack detail the shooter's disgusting ideology of hate, Waters said, and at least one of the guns had hand-drawn swastikas on it, a symbol associated with white supremacists. His writings have led investigators to believe that he committed the shooting because it was the 5th anniversary of another attack in Jacksonville during which a gunman killed 2 people at a video game tournament in Jacksonville. Waters said the shooter had once been involved in a 2016 domestic violence incident and was once involuntarily committed to a mental hospital for examination. He did not provide further details on those incidents. Shortly before the attack, the shooter sent his father a text message telling him to check his computer. The father found the writings and the family notified 911, but the shooting had already begun, Sheriff Waters said. Who are the victims? Officials haven't released the names of the victims, but have identified them as 2 black men and 1 black woman who were customers at the Dollar General store. What have officials said? Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan has said she is heartbroken. This is a community that has suffered again and again. So many times this is where we end up, Deegan said. This is something that should not and must not continue to happen in our community. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, after speaking by phone with the sheriff, called the shooter a scumbag and denounced his racist motivation. This guy killed himself rather than face the music and accept responsibility for his actions. He took the coward's way out, said DeSantis, who was in Iowa campaigning for the Republican presidential nomination. Both President Joe Biden and Attorney General Merrick Garland were briefed on the shooting, officials said. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.